folk music there you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
2, 3, 4. Backroad Joe didn't know where to go. He didn't know what path in life he should seek. He was born on a pig farm down on Secaucus Road near the banks of the Penhorn Creek. His father said, son, if you want to survive, you gotta work your hands to the bone. You gotta get up in the morning before the sun starts to shine, and it be dark before you ever go home. And don't go to gambling or running wild, and don't go to drinking booze. And don't get married or you'll never be free. You spend your whole life wearing working man's shoes. So he got himself a job on the local truck farm and paid him 60 cents for an hour. And he swore he'd forsake what his daddy said if it ever comes within his power. And he worked in the fields in the muddy ground, picking weeds and pushing a hoe. Out there in the heat till the sun goes down, that's the only life a backroader knows. Backroad Joe, he's feeling so low, he works 7 long days a week. He was born on a pig farm down on Secaucus Road near the banks of the Penhorn Creek. Things got better as he grew to be a man. He finally hit himself a stroke of luck. He finally got himself a much better job, working on a garbage truck. And the job paid well if you could stand the smell, especially in the summer heat. He never had to worry about running out of work, and he could take home all that he could eat. Backroad Joe, he's feeling so low, he works 7 long days a week. He was born on a pig farm down on Secaucus Road near the banks of the Penhorn Creek. Backroad Joe, he's kind of getting real old. All that hard work ain't getting him far. So he tells a lot of stories about the world that he knew in songs with his old guitar. And he travels around on the open mic scene, dreaming of a better life. He knows those dreams will never be real, 'cause he's feeding 7 kids and a wife. Backroad Joe, he's feeling so low, he works 7 long days a week. He was born on a pig farm down on Secaucus Road near the banks of the Penhorn Creek.
All right, all right.
Thank you.
Great. The show is Horses Sing None of It, and our guest today is none other than Backroad Joe McKay. Welcome to the show, Joe.
Pleasure to meet you.
Singing an autobiographical song.
Yep, that's a song about the area I grew up in. Is a small town called Secaucus, which was once famous for pig farming back in the 40s and 50s. And back on the back road, there was unusual people. They were very hard-working people, not very educated. They believed in hard work. And there's an old saying that you can get out of the back road, but can't get the back road out of you. And basically, that song is kind of a parody of my life and many of the people that I grew up with.
Great song. Very nice. And let's introduce the members of your band. John here. What's your last name, John?
Breitenbeck.
Breitenbeck. And Gordon on the bass.
Gordon Rohr, how are you?
Gordon Rohr. Nice to have you guys on the show. Glad to have you here and hear your music. And thanks for letting me play harmonica on that song.
I quite enjoy it.
What else you got for us?
This next song here is basically was inspired by my teenage children. I was playing guitar when I was in my teens, and then went into the service, got married, had a family, and the guitar kind of went in the closet for a number of years. Until about the early 90s, I kind of got the guitar out and started playing again. And I got to go to a songwriter's workshop with my hero, John Stewart, who was a former member of the Kingston Trio, which really inspired me and got me involved in the songwriting process. When I came home and started playing the guitar, the kids were kind of looking at me kind of funny, like, what happened to Dad? You know, all of a sudden he wants to be a folk singer, you know, at his age. You know, what will the neighbors think, you know? So this song kind of was my answer to that. If you feel like you're missing out on getting at the finer things in life, you're not an ass. Forget the past, forgive yourself, things will be all right. You've worked hard, obeyed the laws, and paid all those taxes that came due. You're still alive and looking good. You got a mind and a loving heart, and there's still a lot this life can offer you. So don't cook your dinner on the fire that's burning down your house. And don't take a bath in the water, you'll need to put it out. And don't let your kids know that you once did all the things they do, or you'll find them walking all over the sunny side of you. Yeah, your kids will tell you, give it up, you're getting old and you're just out of touch. They'll treat you like you've seen the Nile, like soon you'll need a rocking chair and crutch. But as long as I'm kicking and my heart's still ticking, I'll follow my dreams and have some fun. For my life ain't over, there's still a lot of songs that must be sung. So don't cook your dinner on the fire that's burning down your house. And don't take a bath in the water, you'll need to put it out. And don't let your kids know that you once did all the things they do, or you'll find them walking all over the sunny side of you. Yeah, don't cook your dinner on the fire that's burning down your house. And don't take a bath in the water, you'll need to put it out. And don't let your kids know that you once did all the things they do, or you'll find them walking all over the sunny side of you. Yeah, you'll find them walking all over the sunny side of you.
All right.
Thank you.
We should let folks know these songs are collected on a compact disc, which you put out recently. And folks can find out more about that at your website, which is www.goodacoustic.com, and look there for information about Joe McKay. I guess they have the touring schedule where you're going to be appearing is on
Yes.
the website, and they can find out how to get in touch with you there too.
Very good. This next song again takes us back to the back road, back in the pink farming days. Back on the back road, everybody had nicknames. Nobody had real names, and they used to recruit these homeless people from the Bowery in New York to come over and work and clean the stables. And I got to thinking that these people must have had lives. They came from Eastern Europe, most of them, didn't speak much English. And as I got older, I kind of remembered them. And here's a song about three of them that I remembered. Chicken and Shorty and Cockeyed Joe, did they have real names? I'll never know. Forgotten faces from a long, long time ago. Chicken and Shorty and Cockeyed Joe, did they have real names? I'll never know. Forgotten faces from a long, long time ago. They came here from the far, far east. 3 old men, they called them swine priest. They cleaned big stables down on those Secaucus farms. Recruited from the Bowery, they were down and out. Ridiculed by children as they staggered about. 'Cause all their labor brought them was whiskey and a shack they called home. And a pair of rubber boots that they wore till they died alone. Chicken and Shorty and Cockeyed Joe, did they have real names? I'll never know. Forgotten faces from a long, long time ago. I saw their faces through the eyes of a child at play. Those sudden smiles as they went their way through the junkyards of humanity. That's where they roam. In a pair of rubber boots that they wore till they died alone. Oh, America, with all the dreams that you spin. A lot of folks struggle, but they still don't win. Still, they are your children, and you must not let them go. To become homeless people with names that we'll never know. Like Chicken and Shorty and Cockeyed Joe. Chicken and Shorty and Cockeyed Joe, did they have real names? I'll never know. Forgotten faces from a long, long time ago. Chicken and Shorty and Cockeyed Joe, did they have real names? I'll never know. Forgotten faces from a long, long time ago. Chicken and Shorty, Cockeyed Joe. Thank you.
Great stuff.
I'm going to switch guitars here now.
Now, I think I remember reading in your bio materials that your mentor told you to write what you know.
Right, he told me to write, he inspired me to write that song based on some songs he wrote. Basically, his whole book on songwriting is Right from the Heart. Get in touch with your inner self. And basically, I just kind of was able to get down to just writing down memories and things like that and making them into songs. And when you get in the right feeling, it just seems to happen to come easy. This song was basically, I wrote sitting in a car thinking of my grandfather. My grandfather came over here from Poland around the turn of the century, and I just kind of wrote down memories of him. He settled here in Jersey City, New Jersey, and I used to go visit him on weekends sometimes. He would take me to the park and all, and I just wrote down memories of him. And we used to call him Jaju, which is a Polish way of saying grandpa, and the name of the song is Jaju. And it goes something like this. Judge worked in a factory and he gave his wife his pay. He raised 6 kids in a cold water flat. He was poor till his dying day. But he lived his life as a gentleman. He was happy with the simple things, like a hot bowl of soup, cold glass of beer, and family gatherings. Judge was a working man. Judge was a working man. Judge was a working man. He was poor till his dying day. He used to clap his hands and stomp his feet to the music of the Polish songs, sing while I played my accordion in the language of the land he was born. He used to take me for walks in a ferry road ride. I remember how he held my hand as we walked through the park where he met old friends and talked about the motherland. Judge was an immigrant. Judge was an immigrant. Judge was an immigrant. Came from a foreign land. Yeah, they talked about the time that they sent him away as a soldier in the cavalry for 5 long years and a war for the Tsar, for he came to the land of the free. I remember how he cried just a year before he died, how he held me as I came through his door. When he first saw me wearing that uniform, I was drafted for the Vietnam War. Judge was a soldier, Judge was a soldier, Judge was a soldier, he rode in the cavalry. Now my Judge, he is gone, but his memory lives on as I gaze at his picture on the wall, with his long shiny sword and his blue uniform as he stands there so straight and tall. And I know he's up in heaven walking down the golden street with a rosary in his calloused hands, with a woolen sweater on and slippers on his feet and the smile of a humble man. Judge was a Polish man. Judge was a Polish man. Judge was a Polish man. He believed in the land of the free. Judge worked in the factory, gave his wife his pay. He raised 6 kids in a cold water flat. He was poor till his dying day.
All right.
Thank you.
Is there a particular place or places where you've played where you've felt you got the best reception or the most interested audience?
One of the most exciting, best places I've played was I was invited to play at a Reformed church in my hometown of Secaucus, and there were a lot of old timers turned out and all, and it was one of the high points of my life, the whole experience.
All right, hometown coming.
Right, it was like a return to the hometown, and well, many people came up to me and told me I brought a lot of memories back. And the former mayor of the town was a pig farmer. He was there in the pig farmer days, and he really gave me a nice warm hand. This song is based on a book I was reading, talking about the Nile River, and what I learned was the Nile River is made of 2 rivers, which is the Blue Nile and the White Nile. The land which the Blue Nile flows through is a very muddy country, and it takes a lot of mud from the land as it passes through, but the White Nile flows crystal clear, and when the 2 rivers come together, if you're looking from a high vantage point, you can see one side of the river is muddy and the other side is clear. But as the rivers flow downstream, the 2 rivers merge, and you just can't tell one from the other. I got to believe in that relationships are the same way, as when people spend enough time together, each one takes on a little bit of the other. And this song is called 2 Great Rivers. Like two great rivers, we will flow side by side throughout our lives. Two loving hearts will merge as one as we chart the course we go. But a time will come when we'll have to part from our journey to the sea. And a part of me will go with you, and a part of you with me. Like a river of water in a desert land, you have shared your life with me. In the midst of the storm, you have held my hand as we sail the raging sea. But you have a friend, and to be a friend till we reach our destiny. Then a part of me will go with you, and a part of you with me. Like the shade of a rock in a barren land, you have hid me from the wind. When life stripped me bare of what I held dear, you have always been my friend. But a time will come when the hands of fate will move us separately. Then a part of me will go with you, and a part of you with me.
Very pretty.
Thank you.
Pretty song. So do you still live in the area of Secaucus?
I live not too far from there. I live in a little town called North Halden, which is a little bit north of Patterson now. So I'm still in New Jersey. Guess I'll always be in New Jersey.
So which river were you, Joe?
Excuse
Were
me?
you the clean river or the dirty river?
Well, let's look into his background a little bit. His occupation, so.
As we was talking about earlier, John Stewart, this is a song you might want to join in on,
Okay. What key are we in?
We're in E on this one.
called Songs from the Heart. And actually, this was written as a tribute to John Stewart. After spending a week at the workshop with him, I came home and I got to thinking about all the songs John wrote. Hundreds and hundreds of songs, many songs about people and different parts, people that are downtrodden and all. And he was a great inspiration to me, and this song was basically inspired by him, and it's kind of about him, but it could be also about anybody who's a songwriter. You're the voice in the wind that keeps us together, writing songs from the heart that will move us forever. And the good times that we shared, I will always remember. And your songs from the heart keep us one. You're the voice in the wind that keeps us together, writing songs from the heart that we'll always remember. And the good times that we shared, I will always remember. And the songs from the heart keep us one. We are so many children from so many places. We are so many stories with so many faces. But the message is the same till each one embraces. And the songs from the heart keep us one. You're the voice in the wind that keeps us together, writing songs from the heart that will move us forever. And the good times that we shared, I will always remember. And your songs from the heart keep us one. There are songs for the homeless, there are songs for the dreamers, there are songs for the working man who struggles till he dies. There are songs for the Indians, we must hear their cries, and there are songs for the children with the flies in their eyes. You're the voice in the wind that keeps us together, writing songs from the heart that will move us forever. In the good times that we shared, I will always remember. And your songs from the heart keep us one. As you travel through this world, you will leave little traces of the things that you did until Father Time erases. But the songs will live on for other generations. And your songs from the heart keep us one. You're the voice in the wind that keeps us together, writing songs from the heart that will move us forever. And the good times that we shared, I will always remember. And your songs from the heart keep us one. And your songs from the heart will keep us one.
Have you guys on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing your
Really
music
enjoyed
with
it.
us. Joe,
It's been a great experience.
Tom, Gordon,
Thanks.
could we play that one thing through one more time and let me take a solo on it?
Sure. You're the voice in the wind that keeps us together, writing songs from the heart that will move us forever. And the good times that we shared, I will always remember. And the songs from the heart keep us one. We are so